Hey y'all, we're here making soap for Amy Warden's challenge for 2013. This week is for tiger stripes. So we're going to do this using Love Spell, using 2 colors from Bramble Berry and also an accent color. Here's our oils already mixed. I tried to do this yesterday, it didn't work out. There's that happy accident, but we're going to see how that turns out. A few cups to put the soap in when I divide it up into the colors, plus an extra one for water for the blender, and some colorants and some fragrances, and my mold. A little messier than when I made the oatmeal milk and honey soap the other day, but it is what it is. We have limited space and, you know, limited availability to make the soap here. So I just figure if you want it, you're not going to let it stop you. So anyway, let's go ahead and get started here. I'm going to go ahead and put my lye water in. And I always strain just because I do put silk and sometimes some other additives in my water. I want to make sure that none of that gets into my oil. There we go. And I always soap at room temperature. Now, the only thing that I have that some other people that haven't had at room temperature, at least that I know of, is that I trace really quickly. Like usually within a minute or two. So today I'm just going to blend right to the point of emulsification because I want some time to play with my colorants and my oils. See how this is a little bit different today. My oils are a little more yellow than usual. The store was out of regular refined olive oil, so I had to buy extra virgin. I wasn't expecting it to be this yellow. I want to go white, so hopefully my titanium dioxide is white enough to fight that. See, there we are. We're at thin trace already. And I thought that room temperature, that soaping lower, was supposed to keep you from reaching trace, but maybe not. Maybe it's hot oil that keeps you from reaching trace so quickly. Okay, let's go ahead and put half of this in here. And half in here. Oops, move this cut that way you can see. Actually, no, let's do, that's going to be my white. That's going to be my titanium dioxide. Let's go ahead and mix this up. And I'm using the titanium dioxide from Wholesale Supplies Plus. I like it a little bit better than the one from Bramble Berry. This one is more white, whereas the one from Bramble Berry, for me at least, was not mixing completely white. So let's see if we can get some whiter. At least this is so yellow. Let's try and get some whiter here. It's getting pretty light. A little more. And the only thing about the titanium dioxide from Wholesale Supplies Plus is it is only water soluble. It is not oil soluble. It's still okay for me. Oh no! That's stuck. My button got stuck. I didn't even know it could do that. Okay, well that's a lot wider, so we're going to go with that. And once again, in case you haven't heard, I have some weird habit of talking in third person, and I'm not entirely sure where that comes from. So, my apology. So in this one, we're going to mix our color and our fragrance. I'm going to reserve just a little bit for like an accent line. Yeah, that's good. Okay, so before we go any further, I need to mix some more titanium dioxide. I gotta do that really quick here before this thickens up. Where's my spoon? I had a spoon. Fortunately, I'm right next to my silverware drawer. Okay, extra cup. Okay, a little extra cup there because that one's starting to fall apart. Our mini mixer. Okay, a little in there, that's okay, and let's put a little in here, this cup. Okay. I'll put a little bit in this cup because I want to make this purple, but obviously you can't put purple and yellow, right? Because why? They neutralize. Yellow and purple are directly across each other on the color wheel, and they neutralize each other. Uh-oh, this is not turning on. Oh, a little purple. Mixing spoon. This one's the mixing spoon. Well, not enough colorant. Let's put this in the purple. I'm sorry I'm off camera. I don't have enough room in my space to have a big camera set up. So sometimes I'm going to be in a place where you can't see what I'm doing. And I will always try and minimize that, but sometimes you just never know. That's just how it goes, right? Sometimes you just don't know. Okay. And the purple that I'm using, all my colorants that I have today are from Bramble Berry. This is the Ultramarine Violet Oxide. It's a very, very light purple. I have a low battery warning on my phone that I'm using to tape, so I hope that it's taping all this. Another spoon. Well, that is barely starting to turn. I have used a ton of colorant in there. That's too big. Alright, I'm going to leave that for a second while I try and figure out what to do. Oh, it's starting to mix now. There we go. I just had to mix it a little more. I had to beat it into submission. That's what they call that. There we go. Just a real light purple. That's exactly what I want. I'm going to add just a tiny tad bit more colorant to that. I have a little extra on this stick as well. Excuse me, I got the sniffles today. Shannon, I think you gave me your sniffles from Sparks. I think they traveled all the way over here. I'm just kidding. If you guys don't know Shannon from Smelllicious Soaps in Sparks, Nevada, she's close to where I am. Real nice lady. I'll put her link to her YouTube channel in the love below. That's what we call that beautiful little description box that used to be the sidebar. I'll also put the link to Amy Warden's Blah Great Cake soaps. There we go. Real light purple, just what I wanted. Okay, so the last one before this gets too thick is going to be burgundy. And the scent that I'm using, I'm only going to scent this part. The scent is going to be Love Spell. Well, that's turning a nice little purple, isn't it? It's kind of like a red. It's supposed to be more of a burgundy. It's still nice though. I like it. It's a warm color, very seductive. Okay, fragrance. Let's add a little more color to this. A little more still. It's just not quite the color that I want. Although it's starting to turn a real nice raspberry color now, so I think this is going to work just fine. There we go, a little more. Just get that scooped right in there. Soaping is a very messy job. I don't know how those of you who do this all the time, post all these videos, keep your workspace so clean. I think that you're lying. I'm just kidding, but you do a better job than I do. Okay, there we go, real light trace there. Going on medium. Oh, extra. Always have extra. Okay, so Tiger Swirl. Let's put my mold where it can be seen. Right here. There we go. I'm only using half my mold today. I'm using a 2-pound batch. Oh, falling off. Let's make this a little flat. I think this might actually even be a little bit fluid still. This would be the first time that this has ever happened. My stuff always gets so thick on me. I'm going to let this actually sit for a minute. I can't believe that I have it this thin. I hope that it's a proper trace and not a false trace. Well, I think it's thick. It's just a little bit too thin. We're just going to give it another minute to thicken up here. Alright, I'll be back when this is thickened up and to start re-recording. Okay, I think we're okay now. There we go, much thicker. Pour low, that light doesn't keep penetrating. I actually love the tiger stripe. It was one of the first swirls that I tried to do, and that one accidentally became a bacon strip. I left the soap out to gel and I used a pink colorant, and it turned it the color of pork fat. Yeah, this is nice. I think that light yellowish will lighten up to a nice white. And we're going to go more pink on this one. I have so much of this color. What am I going to do with all the extra? Okay, let's put our contrast line in here. There we go, that's starting to look nice. It's starting to thicken up now, pretty good too. Oh, not nice. All my stuff just flew into the other side of the mold. Okay, and uh-oh. So I have a little staple here. I use my staples to hold my mold divider up, or to put the ends on it, but okay. Anyway, moving on. Accidents happen. Let's keep moving. Let's see what happens. Let's just add some more of the rose to the top. My own way here. Let's see. A little more white. Drizzle that on. That's all I have of that one. Okay, let's mix this together. Now, I'm not big on fluffy tops myself. I don't feel like I'm good enough to judge that kind of thickness to make it last. I always just kind of do these back and forth little swirls. Of course, you don't want to mix them too much, right? Where's my craft stick? Here's one. Decorate our top. There we go, that's pretty. Now hopefully the bottom didn't fall out too badly and I was able to catch it, but we'll see how it goes. This is the second time that I've attempted the tiger swirl. Yesterday it got so thick on me that it, pretty much seized before I even had a chance to glop it into the molds. And this might be a little bit too thin. I'm a little bit worried it falls traced on me, which would be a first. But I'm going to go ahead and just put all the extra in the other side of the mold here and cut that up later into sample bars. And that's it for now.